Hey there. Hey there, refurbers and scruffy looking nerve herders. It's me, scruffy looking RGB. I'm having technical difficulties this morning, but today we're going to get into some actual modding, hopefully. I did find a solution for my problems here. I'd like to show you. You can see it on screen there if you're around. All right. That work? Just make sure I'm set up here. Good morning again. If you're just joining me, I'm going to be doing some modding today. I found a solution for our problem, and I'm going to share it with you all real quick. Where is it? I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? Streaming is on. I think we're going. Somebody is out there giving me a signal. Start recording settings. I think we're live. Let's just take a look. I hope there's not an echo, but it looks like we're live. Yeah, it looks like we are. 2 people are watching. Possibly. Alright, we are. We seem to be doing okay. Let me just check to make sure. Yeah, we are doing okay. It seems to be okay. Alright. We are good. Okay, so I'm just going to continue. Alright, for those of you that have joined, good morning. So I found a solution for our modding issues. So yesterday's issue was I wanted to use this conversion board for the Famicom RGB made by Backtendo, and this is the solution I was going to go with yesterday, which is you set up the RGB board on the underside using these 2 adapter boards here. You set up the RGB board on the underside of the Famicom motherboard. But this old version here requires you to do some cutting of the PPU, and I really didn't like that. So I held off on continuing yesterday. But yesterday I went into Kaden no Kenshin's, which is a modding shop in Akihabara. He sells all kinds of interesting mods and games as well in the radio department store, and I picked up the newest version of this, which allows you to do the exact same thing, but it has improved in the way that it no longer requires you to clip this PPU, because it has this handy-dandy little adapter where you have the option to put in capacitor. I don't want to lose. You have the option to put in this cool slot where you can just slot in the PPU, excuse me, which I think is pretty awesome, because I mean, you can put a different PPU in there, basically. So you have the option of using this where you can just slot them in, or you can put them in using the headers. So you have something more solid, I think, or just a regular. I think there's a regular in here. There should be. There isn't. Huh. I thought there was. But either way, I'm going to go with this one, because you can swap out PPUs. So that is very cool for me. So we're going to continue on with this. Additional things to mention about, let me make sure I don't confuse these two. So this is the old one. Alright, looks like I'm all by myself today, which is all good. I hope everything's set up okay on the stream. I might just be talking to myself. But if anyone's out there, say hello in the chat. So this is the old one. I'm going to pack it up because I don't want to get confused with the new one. It is all pretty much similar, but I think he did some improvements on this one. He put silk screen on the back. And it's smaller. Ooh, that's pretty cool. It's smaller. So it also allows you to use, it has the same, what is that, the same capacitors and the same chips as the other one. But yeah, that's much smaller if you just compare it to the other one. It's a good chunk smaller. So he's been doing some revisions to it. As you can see, this white part, I think he's added silkscreen to it. Very cool, just for added protection. I think it goes something like that. Like this. I'll have to get the instructions, something like that maybe. I'm not too sure at this point, but I will be looking at the instructions as I go. Alright. So this does require the removal of these two chips here and here. I think where are they? There's a short one. I think this one here needs to be removed. And this one here needs to be removed. So these two are going to come out. And we're going to replace them with these two. So that should be good. And also replacing with this topside board. This is going to come in here. I think. Yeah, I think that's how that works. The headers go in. like that. It goes in here. So that's my guess how that works. We are going to be consulting the instructions. Most definitely. All right. Just pull up the instructions, actually. That's Stalker 80. What's up? I have an echo. My bad. Thank you. Do I have an echo? Well, let's see if I can fix it. How about now? Do I still have an echo? Thanks, Mad Stalker, for the feedback. That helps. Do I still have an echo? Curious. Let me know if I got an echo. Try to do something interesting with the sound today. Yes, still there. Oh, man. I love audio issues. Should not have messed with anything. Do I? I do. Hello? Hello, hello. How about now? That sounds much better. No, it doesn't. Okay. Lots. I think. Nope, I still have an echo. All right. All right. All right. All right. Am I okay? There is an echo, but I think it sounds better. Thank you, Mad Stalker. I think it's good now. I don't hear the echo myself, but let me know if you do. Thank you. No idea what was causing that, but sweet. Let's get to doing stuff. All right. How you doing, Mad Stalker? So we've got our conversion board instructions here. So this is the NES RGB, exact title here, conversion board. And this is the 4th revision. It says 4.0, I think. Doesn't say the version on here, but it is, I'm pretty sure. If the item is blah blah blah. Yeah, I think we have all our parts. We've got the 2 boards. We've got our 100 kilo ohm metal film resistor. Is that what that is? Film capacitor. A 1.5 microfarad multi-layer ceramic capacitor times 7, the blue ones. And acoustic electrolytic capacitor with polarity. Alright. So it says the difficult level of this installation is high, so please work carefully. Consider the possibility of failure before installing it on the early or later board. Perform maintenance on the Famicom before disassembly? Yeah, after disassembling, yeah. Is the disk system RAM adapter compatible with the main board? It seems there's a possibility that a problem may occur when installing NESRGB 4.0. We recommend installing it on the first version of the Famicom. If the screen flickers or any other problems occur with the Famicom RGB USB power supply specification, please try placing the USB cable or USB adapter. Cheap USB cables have a large voltage drop that can cause malfunctions. Maintenance of early board of HVC CPU, such and such. Replace the ceramic capacitor and electrolytic capacitor on the board. Please note the electrolytic capacitors have polarity. Early board revisions. C8. 0.1 film capacitor. I believe that's this interesting looking thing here. It's bent. It needs to be laying down like so. Please replace this multi-layer ceramic capacitor as desired. These are C11, C12, C13, C14, C15, C16, 1.5 microfarad multi-layer ceramic capacitors. C14 will hit the main case, so please lay it down when installing. Okay. The expansion sound source on the later board has poor balance compared to the earlier board. So replace those. That's okay because alright. Okay, can replace these also. C10, C40, C41, C42, 44, 45. Comment to early and late boards. If you're not concerned, there's no need to do this. New Famicom games are currently being released, but some devices may experience malfunctions. As countermeasure, replace 74LS373 and 74LS139 on the Famicom board with included 74HC373 and 74ALS139. So yeah, those are these things right here we need to replace. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. There's one other thing I need to check out though. Please use this board when converting the PPU into the IC side. It's also necessary to plate the ejector lever. So we're going to be using RGR's ejector lever because it is the one that works with this. Once maintenance is complete, cut off all protruding pins on the solder side. Yes. We do have to clip our solder side so that the board fits as flat as possible. Please actually try applying the conversion board and cut everything except the PPU pins. Yes. This is to prevent short circuiting and damage as the conversion board will come in contact with it. Yeah. Cut the legs. The 4 pins circled in red on the PPU. We use silk printing to do something similar to insulation, but just to be safe, please insult it with Kapton tape. Yeah, he wants you to put Kapton tape on it, even with this extra insulation that they've got. So I will do that. I think I have some somewhere. Align the conversion board with the pins of the PPU. Okay, after soldering, that's for the after one. This for Alright, so we've got a bunch of maintenance to do, and I need to remove those two. So let's do the most difficult thing first, and then we'll get to the other stuff. So let's get Scruffy looking finally after all that. Mad Stalker says, I finally managed to get the Donkey Kong Jr. Sansu Lesson Famicom cart by Sharp for a good price. It was the pack-in game on the Sharp C1 TV, so no packaging for that game. Doing good. How are you? I'm living a dream here. I have an RGB modded AV Famicom and an RGB modded black twin Famicom. Thinking about RG modding on a red twin Famicom. Nice. I'm guessing you did the mods yourself then. I am also looking into modding my black twin Famicom. How did you end up doing your the output on the black twin Famicom? I'm just curious how you decided to do it. Did you go with a multi-out, or did you go with the 8-DIN connector? Got crows here. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Super big crows. Super big crows. Crows in Japan are no joke. Don't ever anger a crow. They will never forget it. I know by experience. Don't mock them. Their feelings are easily hurt. Okay. All right. That's getting warm. It's probably ready. So, just to reiterate and double check, I'm moving these two here. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know. These two here, I'm removing. This is not necessary, but I'm really curious about this, so I'm gonna find out which are the games, the newer games that sometimes don't work with this, and that's not the one. No. To get rid of the audio buzz on the twin Famicom. You mean you're modding your red twin Famicom because there's a buzz on the black one? Yeah, we're just double checking here. But yeah, these are the two that are recommended to take out. So I'm going to do that. This thing looks very ready. So let's do that real quick. Oh man. Video's gone. right, let's. Sorry about that. Let me. Where is? We're back. I do apologize. I'm having some issues today with everything. Thank you, Mad Stalker, for feedback. All right. Okay. I'm not liking the way this removal is going. It's not going all that well, so the other side came off really easy. This side is not cooperating with me at all. I think I'm going to add some. I might be adding some solder here. Look at the time. All right. I don't know if you could just hear me at all for the past. I don't know if my mic is picking up or not. Seems to be. I need to fix something in OBS because things are not working well. All right, I think I was saying before that this thing is not cooperating with me very well. I'm a little, I think I might just not take these out because I know it works with them in, and I don't want to mess with it. So skipping this, I'm not going to remove these. I'm not going to do it. It's a pain. I don't want to remove any more chips than I need to. And the only downside is that some of the newer games might not work with this, but that's okay. Leave it as is. I'm going to cut the power to that. I hope that is not. There, we got those two off. So I'm not going to desolder anything else. Actually, I am. I'm going to desolder the. I do want to desolder something, so I want to get these. Do some preventative maintenance. I'm going to take these pops out, and that'll be much easier if I use. Yeah, those are not necessary. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to deal with that. That is a real pain, and I don't want to end up messing up traces or something. Yeah, the ones that I'm having issues with are just, it's not worth it. Not worth it, not worth it. So, I need to add some solder back to there. Just for fun, let's add some flux. This mod is probably going to go into next week for sure. You know I should be adding solder before I attempt to remove things, but I'm just not going to do it. I don't want to risk chopping traces. PPU is good enough, especially if this is not necessary. I don't want to mess things up, so. So, apologies to anybody who wanted to see that happen. All right. The games that are the highest on my Famicom want list are The Victor Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back. Both those games are a pain to get CIV on the Famicom. Oh man. Especially now that prices have kind of gone a bit nutty. Oh, there goes my lights. Didn't pay the power. Yeah, those are two I'd like to get too. I don't own either of those. Yeah, it would be nice to get them on with the box, but there we go. I think we got a little juice left in that one. Okay. So, my most wanted Famicom game. Yeah, I'd like those Star Wars games because most wanted. Right now, I kind of want what's that game? Mitsume ga Toru. Kind of want that one. I kind of want all the games from my 5 expensive Famicom list. So Mitsume ga Toru, Moon Crystal. I guess it's hard to say one. What are the other two? Hebereke and the other one I put in there? Oh, over Horizon. Those are some games that I really want. I'd like to get some of those. There's another one I'm missing off that list. Gimmick, yeah, I'd love to have Gimmick too, of course. All those games are really cool. How about you, besides the 2 Star Wars games? Are there any others on your list? Mine, by the way, don't have to be in the box. It would be cool if they had, especially Hebereke, because those plastic boxes are so durable. Okay, so this I should do the preventative maintenance on this board beforehand. So I'm going to take those. So these things need to lay down, and I know one on the other side needs to lay down for this board. This board. So it says, so this capacitor needs to lay down. Wait, no, it's going to be on this. Oh man, give me a break. Excuse me. Today is just not going well. Should have came prepared. I need to get that dummy battery for my. You're gonna see the scruffiness of my desk. Complete mess. You're not gonna be able to see great detail, fortunately. Maybe my camera will charge a little bit with the little time I have left. Negatore is awesome, and Crystal as well. Over. Have all the ones you. Awesome, dude. Have a heck of a collection then. To wrap up the devs, for example, I'm only Capcom Rock Board. Really? Video is back. Thank you. And my camera was really low on batteries today. Because I did go to I did do a game hunt yesterday. So you guys have a game hunt to look forward to. I'm going to try and do at least one game hunt. Also try live modding. I don't know if I'll be able to do it every day like I have this week. This is trying to get things. I know what I'm doing, kind of going forward, what works and what doesn't work. But I've got a game hunt. Really cool shop I've never been to. I release those Monday morning for me. It will be for you. Japan time. I release it at probably around 5:30 or 6 in the morning, Monday morning. So look forward to that. Good junk. A lot of junk to be seen in that episode. Good junk too. I even have some pickups. All right. Live streaming is not easy. Say that. Okay. Double check here because those things. I'm gonna do these 2 things here. I can't see those out. Nice to have a desoldering gun. What kind of desoldering gun do you have? Do you have a Hako? Alright, got those two out without much problem. Then I'm going to take out this, I believe, that one out. Hako 303. 3 games from Irem. Ai Sensei. Tashi no Hoshi. So, Aiken. Couple in that. Here to waiting. That one out. I have a flex cleaner pen. Flex remover. I have all Taito Namco. How many games do you have in your complete collection? Would you say? I'm very close to time that I have. Stalker, I have a question for you. What did you do with your twin Famicom with the output? Did you do an 8-din or did you do a multi? Super Famicom multi-out. I collect mixed. I've been collecting more boxes lately, but I don't go out of my way. I'm more about going out of get the game. So loose because it's much cheaper, and boxed Japan is tough to keep up because there's so much humidity here. In the summertime, so try to keep my boxes to a minimum. Parts you can kind of throw them around a little bit, not worry about them. We're running very low on time. Put in those two things here. See if I can get that camera back. This camera. Oh man. Dang it. I just removed the the what do you call that? I think that's where we're going to end today. Very, very disappointing. You can see that, but I removed the pad. I don't think that pad goes anywhere, but that is super not good. Super not good at all. I've got to figure out where that pad goes. I think I'm done for today with soldering. That's agreed. This is okay. Oh man. That's super uncool. I don't like that. I don't think I was going too hard on it. Maybe it's too soldering gun is too hot. Dang it, I lifted up the pad on that. The via has come off. That is the first time I've ever lifted a via off. Okay, I lied. That might not be the first time. But why that one lifted off is
so ridiculous.
It doesn't look like it goes anywhere,
which is kind of
might be good news, but
you guys can
kind of see it's lifted off there.
Okay,
thanks. I'll check it out. Josh says, is there an easy way to
use an RGB blaster with a twin Famicom in FDS mode?
I can't be used FDS mode because it only goes into the Famicom cart slot. I don't know. I'd have to try. If you put the that makes sense. If you use the adapter, if you have an adapter
from FDS.
Wait, that wouldn't work either.
Would it? It should.
Yeah. I guess. If you put the FDS adapter from a normal Famicom disk system on top of the RGB blaster, plug it in, that should give you RGB. That's the only way I would know.
Remove the switch and the case that locks the Famicom card. I don't know if
that would work.
I don't think that would work.
I know that there's a switch inside the. I don't know if that would work though, because I don't know. I might have to try that. Maybe I'll do some testing. I do have my RGB blaster here.
Maybe that'll be something I could check out next week.
But I thank you, Mad Stalker and Josh, for hanging out with me today. There were a slew of issues from here to there, and then with this failure, if we can learn our mistakes. I lifted a pad here. Not good. I don't think I was rushing, but I really didn't put much pressure on. I put a lot of pressure on it at all, and it lifted right off. All right, so stay safe, everybody, but above all, stay scruffy looking.